EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Visitor sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. These guys coming off a win to push their record to 2-1 here in the first month of the season. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
Purdy going to the air right away. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
At the 33-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Purdy on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have proof thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
23.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Breaks through the contact. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They go play action here. Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Play action. Now Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. That was going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guy stopped up short. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Loose inside the 30. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Etienne on the toss right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Purdy off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Purdy. He'll try to do it himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Get set.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Corners. Uno.
Purdy bootlegging it. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Purdy looking to throw. Now they'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA
journey
Sports
through the NFL
report.
starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Baker Mayfield. He had it going. This one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Bucs bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He only had 1 catch in the game, but it was this one, and it counted. The Bills are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Falcons have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, just one touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Logan Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
At the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. So brings up third down.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Get set, get set.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
What's up?
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for it.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Jaguars nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Lawrence.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
It's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 15.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brenton Strange.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
With a 2-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
42-yard line.
Get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He's got it with the 15. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw.
Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they go with McCaffrey.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Lawrence will throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Lawrence.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
It's a turnover on downs.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver.
There he goes again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the 49ers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now out come the Jags.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 3rd and 19.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Fights loose.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my brother.